Okay, and we are live streaming. I was trying to get in my pockets just now, y'all. I had to shut them down. Well, we're here. AK back with Meeks. Both of us have been having some random ass health issues this year. Tamika, what's been going on? It's been a while since you've been over.
I know. Yeah. See, what happened was I broke my foot, and the break that I have is it's a very special break. It's called the Nutcracker Break, and this break only happens. Well, I think it said it was like 1 in 150,000 people.
Ooh,
because it's a particular way you got to break
specific.
Your foot. Yeah,
Dang.
You got to break your foot a certain type of way, and that's what I did. And so, been stuck. I had surgery on my foot to repair it. I got a plate and some screws in my foot forever, and yeah, that's where I've been in the bed.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I've been in and out of hospital beds and whatnots, but you know we're here. We're trying to get back to a little bit of normal. So we're gonna talk about some nerd stuff. Jake,
Yes.
always supporting in the chat. I appreciate you, my guy. Carol Funk, lovely to see you, my lady, and really glad that you are here as well. We may or may not have a couple of guests stopping in. Not sure. We'll see how that plays out along the way. But for right now, just off the bat. Hey Mara, hey Tawny. Mara, why the hell is your name not blue? I don't appreciate this. YouTube chats is being very disrespectful now because I'm pretty sure I had done that already. But anyway, that's been remedied. So, normally, y'all know how it is with me and Meeks. You know, I start off with delusions of grandeur that we gonna go and follow some agenda or an outline, and that just never really sticks. So let's jump in. Let's just jump into what are the goodies, Meeks? What's your first fuck yeah Feige that you give this movie? It's interesting. She usually doesn't have to think this long, y'all.
I know. Here's the deal. Okay. I enjoyed Ponytail Doctor Strange.
Okay. He was a bit of a dick, but he was like one of those enjoyable ones, you know?
I don't know what they did to Benedict Cumberbatch to make him look thicker in the neck and the face. But Ponytail Doctor Strange had some mass to him, and I was like,
he was a little thick.
He was a little thick,
right?
And I was confused about how they did that because it's the same actor. But I'm like, when he's playing our Doctor Strange, he is slim, so I'm like, what? But literally, that's all that is.
You know what? I didn't
one
even notice that until you said it just now, and yeah, that it wasn't just the ponytail that was the difference.
He was thick. But yeah, see, I can't say any fuck yeah moments. You want to know why? Because I hated the directing. So I'm just gonna sip on.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Okay, see, I did a discussion about this with DJ Tuesday evening. So this is very interesting. Like the directing, I don't think is something we touched on. So go on, give me your gripes about the directing. What did you hate?
I hated the. I understand that people were very excited for Raimi to get in there and be like, "Oh, it's gonna be horror. It's gonna be scary." There are some elements of that did work, but for the most part, for me, the stupid angles, like the up in the ceiling, the down below swoops, the extreme zoom ins, it was so 1990s cheesy horror that I would be involved with the story and I'd be invested. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going on? And all of a sudden I'm like, why are we on the ceiling?
Why are we here?
why are we on the ceiling looking down? Like, what am I supposed to be looking at? Where's my focus supposed to be? I don't understand. Where am I looking? And it took me out of some of these moments because I was just confused as to why the hell we are like, who shot this? I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Why are we so close to her face? The only time I liked the closeness was when our Wanda, 616 Wanda, jumped into, was it 833? Was it eight?
What was it, 833? 853? I know there was an 8 and a 3. Those are like the only
Me
two numbers
too.
I'm solid on.
Yeah, jumped into the other Wanda, and when she had gotten control over it, she looked directly into the camera. That's the only close-up that made sense.
Creepy.
Because it was like, it was creepy and it was deserved. Everything else, I'm just like, why are we so goddamn close? I don't understand the question. I don't understand why we're here. So it took me out of it a bit, but I did enjoy the story. I enjoyed the characters. I even got used to America close to the end. But I'm just like, okay. But other than that, I just, didn't like it. Didn't like the directing.
I was watching, who was it? Amanda the Jedi. She was talking about Doctor Strange. And she was saying that she thought America didn't actually need to be in the movie. Or, at the very least, she needed a better intro. And I think I agree with her on that, because
Me too.
America's a pretty big character. I mean, obviously, you see the powers that she has and what she can do. She's pretty important. I mean, she's one of those gems that they're gearing up for the Young Avengers, and she needed a better intro than this.
Yes.
She needed a better intro. Agree. They tossed in one of her cutest quirks, but they never touched on it. It's the pizza thing. Like, I guess they don't have pizza in her universe. So whenever she travels now, and from the first moment that she tasted pizza after traveling, that's like all she has. She has to have a slice of pizza, which I appreciate, because being from Brooklyn, I love pizzeria pizza. And the first thing I do when I go back home is I go to a pizzeria, I get me a slice, and I get me a beef patty. It's staple. As soon as I leave the airport, got to do that before I even go to the house. So I get it. But something like that, they just toss in, and they don't even explain it. Like, I got it. You know, other comic heads got it, but not everybody watches the damn watches. Not everybody reads the damn comics. So
I don't read the damn comics.
I need them to do better on some stuff like that. Hey, Lady Val.
Yeah, I felt like they jumped the gun.
Here real quick, Mitz. She said America's story was underwhelming. Yes, and I wasn't happy about the story. Yeah, her, and she has a fantastic storyline in the comics, and just this little nudge that they gave it, I don't know. I don't think
it was worth putting a movie around it at this point, because you hadn't explained it to us. And I think that with this new directing, that people got to realize that in the Marvel universe, the characters we see and we know right now have been explained, at least prior. Like, all those people we saw in the Illuminati, they were explained already.
Yes.
We knew we knew who they were, except for her. So I was like, why? As a non-comic book reader, I was like, why is she so important? What's going on? If they would have put her in one of the TV shows, just even a little bit, like as a cameo, we got to help this girl over here because her powers are out of control and we can't figure it out, then that would have led into the first opening scene, which was all chaos, because it literally just, the movie started and shit was popping off, and I was like, what the hell is happening? It
started in chaos. We saw like 30 different universes there, which I did kind of like that, because we saw little nodes of the Savage Land, which if you watch the X-Men cartoons in the 90s, that was pretty big. And there's several different worlds that I think there was a Marvel Hell World that I saw go past, but it went so quickly.
Yeah, there was.
I wanted to go through and map out each one, but then I was like, yeah, you know what? I just don't have the patience to sit and do that, so I'm not going to.
Nope, that's what New Rockstars is for.
I was about to say the same thing. MT always has the T on all of that shit. If y'all didn't know, go check out New Rockstars. MT's pretty amazing.
But yeah, I just felt like as non-comic book readers didn't have the information needed for her. Now, don't get me wrong, the actress, I like the actress. She's adorable, she's sweet, she's very excited to be in MCU, but I wish they would have given her a better intro to it so that we can be excited about her character as well. Because right now, I was frustrated with her throughout the entire movie, because all she needed to do was learn how to use her powers. You could have sat her down for like 10 minutes.
they could have waited and did something to actually make this a Doctor Strange and Wanda movie. They labeled it Doctor Strange. I think they didn't do enough in that arena.
No, they should have been Wanda in the universe of madness.
They basically did. They Civil Warred us again. You know, Civil War was supposed to be something else. And
was it Captain America? Was it Captain America's movie technically?
Pretty sure, yeah, it was Captain America, Civil War. And like, you know,
yeah, Mara's actually got a point. Yeah, Mara's got a point. They should have did her series. Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say the perfect series for her to be in, honestly, is Miss Marvel. They could have waited to put her in there because Miss Marvel, well, anything to do with the Marvels, pretty much, is space level, and that in other universes and planets and whatnots, America fits perfectly for that. So I could have seen her, you know, crash landing somewhere, and she hooks up with Miss Marvel, and they go through random quirky teenage adventures to try to get her back home to her universe or some other nonsense.
They could have did that. It could have
been done better. It could have been done a lot better.
Yeah, I would have liked a TV show. The more I think about it, I would have really liked a TV show for her, just to see what her original universe was like, her getting her powers, and then like the end of the series, the 6-episode series, would have been her getting sucked through the multiverse, not knowing what the hell's going on. And then that's when Doctor Strange would have started, which would have made sense.
It would have made sense. Exactly. Yeah, the way they did it is... I mean, I will say I would give a 98% aces across the board, I think, for most of what they did. But yeah, there are definitely some gripes. There are definitely
I mean, I liked it. The sad part is I liked everything I saw. I just wish there was some lead up to the beginning, and I wish the directing was different. Because Wanda was out here wandering. Like, she was like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know what? As strong as she is, she wanted her kids.
Speaking of which, that reminds me, and you know what? I have my headset in, so we won't be able to hear the sound, but I'm still going to play the scene because we'll all recognize the scene. Let me do the share things. Okay, that's a weird face. Pause.
He has no eyeballs.
But anyways, so yeah, here we go. And this is...
They tried it.
Tell him the truth.
And my
guy... When I was first talking about this scene coming up, this was, oh goodness, probably about a year ago, I think, when we first heard about all this stuff coming together. I was on a stream with the homies John Webster and Aemy Blackfyre, and I said I'm looking forward to seeing Professor X come in, but the one thing I need is my theme song.
They did. They played it.
And when he wheeled in, you know, we should tell him the truth. My brother was next to me. Fucking mind watching that shit.
My brother was next to me. He was shaking me, and I was like, "If you don't quit shaking me," I'm like, "What it?"
Oh my god, dude! As soon as I heard that, I was like, "Yes!" And then he's in the yellow chair, and I was like, "Ah!"
Yes. I'm so curious about this universe. I'm so curious about this universe because the things that they had thought in. Oh yeah, we can handle her. Oh, okay. You had thought.
Yo, she said that, and I was sitting here watching. Like, yo, nah, chill with that right now. You can handle who? And you know what though? That's brilliant writing, and I say it's brilliant writing because that's exactly who the Illuminati are. They get so high on their hubris sometimes that they're so damn cocky. and they think they can't handle anything, and Strange is looking at him like, yo, you don't know this bitch like I know this bitch.
He was like,
What
I
are
don't
you
know
talking about?
what your Wanda is
little
like.
witch.
Like, I don't know what your Wanda is like, but 616
Well,
Wanda? 616 Wanda?
Let's put that out there too. You said you're not a comic head. I am. 616 is the designation from the comics of the main Marvel universe, and I love that they put that in there. That was another yes. Bring all of my 90s everything about that I love about Marvel into this, please.
I remembered 616, but not from like, because I didn't read comics, but I remembered it from freaking Spider-Man.
Yeah.
No.
Mysterio.
Yeah, he said it. He was like, "Oh yeah, this is Earth 616 and
which
such and such and such in the movie."
Explain. Which I
like how
to explain, because he was lying his ass off. He don't know about
exactly. So were you just pulling numbers out of the air?
The money?
I feel like that Mysterio knew a little bit. He knew
he hacked something.
He knew something. He knew 616, and he was like, "Okay, there's an Earth 616. Everybody has a number. We're just gonna it's 616. I heard about this. I know this is a universe, so we're gonna say this is it for you." And just run with it. That's what I'm thinking happened. But I do remember him saying, "Yeah, this is Earth 616 or Universe 616 and such and such and such." And I was like, "How did he pull that number out?" Huh. And then they said it again, and I was like, "Wait, so was he?
That's one of those breadcrumbs that they need to explain. They're probably gonna have to retcon it though, or just whenever Mysterio comes back,
because he got to come back
for that. He has to. He absolutely has to. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, the Professor X was great, and also let's let me pull baby girl up here too.
Who is baby girl?
It was going to be Lady Lashana, but I couldn't find a good pic of her sitting on the throne. So I'm going to say what I could find though was a good pic of Haley Atwater.
That's my bitch.
The amazing freaking blowout with the hair that she had the entire time, even while fighting. I'm sorry, she looks better and moves better in the suit than Steve does.
She does.
I'm sure plenty of people will disagree, but she went
they're wrong.
That process, having the training to actually do. Steve did all that shit on the fly. That's why he fell over in his first damn fight. He couldn't control his shit. Peggy actually went in being fully trained in the military arts and actually already knowing how to kick ass.
I'm already a Haley fan because her body is strong. She got listen, and I thought that it was like they put her in a corset or something for the first Captain America movie when she was in that red dress. I was like, oh, they must have corseted her up. And then I saw her on red carpet. I was like, oh no, baby girl eats. She's thick. She got shape. She got body. Okay. And so seeing her in the suit with the jetpack and the shield, oh my gosh, I just think she is so beautiful.
Look.
It's my bitch.
Yeah,
that's my girl.
When I look at you, I know that sounds real crass. Y'all don't be mad at me.
No,
but single woman, but she have needs, and she's sexy.
But she didn't. She died.
I'm just saying.
But she didn't do it all day. She died in the dead.
Unfortunately, in a very harsh way though. It's not like she died easy though. She had a whole freaking what's the damn metal called?
Vibranium.
Yes, that shit literally split her spine, man. You can't come back from that.
Well, if we're gonna talk, we're gonna have to roll it back because Wanda coming in and making what's his name, Black Bolt brain explode from the inside.
No, you know what? No, let's take it back.
And then she string
seconds even before that. Reed,
she string cheesed him.
Richards.
She string cheesed him.
Reed is the smartest man in the world. Well, he said Franklin and Valeria have already been born, so Franklin's about to pass him on that very soon. But still, you do not say to this woman what the powers are that you are about to use against her. What the? I was looking at the scene the whole time. Like, Reed, shut the fuck up. Reed, stop talking. Reed, shut the. And then Black Bolt with his also cocky ass gonna start smirking and open it. Wanda just look at him.
What mouth? What mouth?
What you mean?
Didn't Doctor Strange tell them right before they walked out there to confront her that she can manipulate reality? Didn't he tell them that? I could have sworn he said that. He was like, I don't think you understand that.
Witch. No, bitch, you could
like no.
y'all's little witch.
Like she can manipulate reality. She doesn't need to have an actual, like she doesn't need to, was it Dreamwalk? She doesn't need to do that. She can be here.
Right.
He was trying to tell y'all.
It in a word right there. Did not know who they were fucking with at all.
Like, bro, she turned Reed Richards into straight cheese.
She closed my, like, she okay, you know, you remember the agents in the Matrix. It's nothing compared to what she did. She not only took his mouth away like that without even needing to wave her hand or say anything, but the sound that was about to come out of his mouth
reverberated inside his body
and went all like his head freaking popped,
collapsed inside itself.
And you can handle the little witch? You sure?
They had thought.
You sure? Because y'all are losing
literally
right now.
had thought. They had thought. I don't.
Just like, bruh, right? Wanda did not come in there to play nobody's games.
Literally, she did not have time for the shenanigans. That's tomfoolery.
She had no time or patience at all.
And like that whole entire movie, like even if you go back to the beginning when she was talking with Doctor Strange and she made that slip up and she was like, shit. And he was like, oh yeah, we got this girl and she's got these powers that we need to help. And she was like, oh my gosh, bring America here and I can help her. And he was like, I didn't say her name. And she was like, shit, you didn't, right? My bad. Okay, so listen.
You know,
all right.
Doing this environment was easy. It's actually the lying that was hard.
I have to remember so many things. I was like, wow. Because she told him, like, listen, this is me being reasonable. And I was like,
she wasn't lying, though. She was not lying. Look, you can go all the way back to WandaVision. Anytime you piss this woman off and she tell you she gonna get at you about that shit, she means that shit.
WandaVision? No, go back to Endgame. Go back to Endgame when Thanos was where Thanos rolled up and was like, oh, I'm finna do something. I don't even know who you are. She was like, you will. And he ended up having to call an airstrike down because she was tearing his ass up.
There are two beings that were about to kick Thanos' ass in that movie. One of them was Captain Marvel. The other one was Wanda. Wanda was hitting him so damn hard, though. Like you said, he had to call down rain, fire, even if it means killing his own troops. Because, bitch, I'm about to die. Come and get me.
He was hovering. She was taking. Come on. He did not
know what to do with that shit at all. Like, she was literally holding him and just bye, ping, bye. Bye. Oh, your little sword. Bye.
I had recently watched that because one of my friends, I told him, and he was like, "So they're trying to make her all powerful." I was like, "I don't think you understand that she's already powerful.
She's already powerful. You missed that. Hasn't gone there yet.
She didn't need to.
What?
She didn't need to.
and yo,
come on.
I yeah, props on that too, James. You're right. You're absolutely right. When she came back, look, and that's why I think a lot of times in final finish fights like that, when a character just stares at him, like I think it was in the Captain Marvel movie, right after she destroyed that ship and she stood in front of the view screen for Ronan, and she just looked at him like, fuck you want to do?
What you had thought? That's my favorite phrase.
Right choice. So he balled out, and he ain't been back to Earth since.
I don't have time for that. He was like, you know what? We don't have time for this.
Like, you know what? Yeah. Let me just go over here and start my crusade on some other shit. I don't. Yeah,
listen.
I don't need that.
So knowing all of that, and then Doctor Strange being like, so this is you being reasonable. Okay. Shit.
Right. He did not have a plan B at all. Oh,
no, he didn't. He didn't. Brother. America said it best.
Always coming through the show.
Hi, OTTA. Listen, America said it best. She was like, so you're trying to tell me that the person that you went to get me help to control my powers is the person who's trying to get me. She was like,
and you told her we here, right?
Yeah.
And he didn't even know what to say for a hot second. Wong had to be the one to step up, like, damn it, and well,
we're gonna
I
protect
think
you.
That was done
You
right
tried.
because at that point in time, Wong was still the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah,
they haven't,
but still,
the moniker over yet, and they need to handle that.
Listen, at this point he knew that he was like trying to figure it out. You know, the people have the the multiplication calculation overlay where it's just numbers. That's what he was like. He was just like,
pretty much. Oh, you ain't seen the movie? Oh, we full spoilers, bro. Run away. I appreciate you all the way. Yeah. Always, DA.
That's what, for my own channel, I did a 30-minute. People want me to review movies.
I haven't watched it yet. I need to go.
I can't review movies. So what I do is I tell you what I had seen. So I went through the movie in 30 minutes from the Ruta to the Tuta.
Hold on. Let me tell y'all. Like I said, I have not seen her breakdown of Doctor Strange, but when I tell you these breakdowns that she be doing, like she does little summaries before every new episode that she reviews of a TV show, and they be the most hilarious shits y'all ever hear. So please go watch all of her stuff. The link is in the description. If you're not subbed yet,
that one was pretty good.
Now you'll have all of the
pretty good.
You need to get you through the week.
It was a pretty good one because I was laughing when I had to like run it back and I was putting music in the background. I laughed pretty hard at some of the shit that I was saying because it was just funny. It was funny. I was funny. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Bitch was funny.
Give yourself all of
but so when people tell me like, oh, we want you to do reviews, I can't do that. So this is what I do. So if you haven't seen the movie yet and you're planning on it, I don't know what I don't come here. Don't come around here. because even people who were doing like spoiler-free reviews, their spoiler-free reviews were like 5 minutes. And I was like, that's the reason why I don't even bother. Spoiler-free is I like the movie, hated the directing.
Yeah.
That's spoiler-free.
That takes all of 30 seconds. That's a waste of my time and y'all's.
Exactly. I don't want to do this.
Why would you?
That's a short. I'll put that in a short. I'm not making a video about this.
Oh man, one thing it's a thumbs up that probably doesn't need to be a thumbs up, but when we saw those Doombots in the trailers, a lot of people kept saying there's going to be a variant of Iron Man and he's going to be played by Tom Cruise. First of all, no, I don't need to see Tom Cruise in any fucking thing.
I'm okay.
And secondly, that would not have been interesting at all.
No. Listen,
the heavy hitters that they gave us is what everybody was going to see. And also, speaking of heavy hitters, freaking Krasinski with his trolling ass got everybody. I was convinced that they're just talking. They're wanting this too much. This is something that we all think will be cool, and we've been voicing our opinions on it for years. Like, believe me, him and Emily have gotten the memo. They know that all of the hardcore fans want them to be the next, Sue Storm and Reed Richards. I'm glad they did it this way. Honestly, I thought it was really cool. They put him out, that, I don't know if you noticed, but the portal that he came through, the square portal that was above him, that's something that actually was developed by his foundation.
Oh.
So I'm wondering how old the kids are in the MCU world right now, because when they first brought Strange into the interrogation room or whatever, Strange said once Strange heard his name, he said, "Weren't you guys like trending in the 60s?" Very small line, very big clue. So I'm really hoping that once they get to that movie, it is gonna show them back in that era. And besides all of the fuckery that we've seen, what else has cued them into needing to come back home now, though? Because clearly they've been having some misadventures somewhere. And if Strange heard about them in the 60s, Reed's probably looked like that for a very, very, very long time, but nobody was checking for that because he wasn't on Earth. I don't even think he was in our dimension. So I want to know what the hell they were out there exploring, what they were doing, and where those breadcrumbs are going to go. Because I'm really looking forward to it. Fantastic Four has some of the best storylines in the whole.
I hope they can do it justice, because the last one,
No, he shall not be named. I don't know what that was. I refuse to think of it as a Fantastic Four movie.
I'm just so glad that those actors who were in those movies that didn't do well got their chance to come back and be better things in the new MCU.
Be better. Yeah. That actually might be a blurb I do at some point later on, because Killmonger is definitely set to come back. I think that my girl Michaela from Bubblegum, and she's going to be spectacular. I think I know what character she's playing, and it ties into why I think Killmonger's going to be resurrected. That his character has died like 50 times in the damn comics. He keeps coming back. I don't even know what to kill him for. Yeah, there's a lot going on there, and it's very interesting. She said the effects for Fantastic Four are too expensive. If done the right way, I don't think so. And honestly, if Emily Blunt isn't the one that comes in that plays Sue Storm, I would be totally cool with Jessica Alba reprising that role.
Yeah, I actually liked her in that.
No, she I think she did a great job in that, and I think she looks like the exact freaking same. I don't know
she does.
Where they be getting the damn vampire juice, but yeah, I would wholeheartedly champion that. But we shall see. But oh yeah, and also shout out to Mara. Me and Mara be chatting random comic shit on Twitter, and I gotta give myself props for what happened yesterday, Mara, because we were talking. Somebody put out something. I think actually it was you. You started the convo, Mara, talking about the Marvels and whatnots, and having all of our lovely ladies and people of color in the one nice Ultimates group, and I was like, yeah, especially Blue Marvel, that guy alone. And if they cast him correctly, I think the correct cast is Kevin Graveau, from who most people know from Underworld, guy with the werewolf with the really super deep voice. He is the person.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Okay, well let me find a picture. You'll know his face
because I'm
as
like,
soon as you see him. Let me pull up a different windows. But Kevin Graveau, above having an awesome deep bass in his voice, he actually created the character of Blue Marvel for Marvel. And Mara didn't know that, so when I put him in as my fan casting, she was like, oh yeah, he could fit. I didn't even think about him. He made the character up. How could you not think about him? Alright, and share. Let me just find the freaking window. Alright, can you see that?
Oh, him!
Yeah.
Wasn't he in Blade? Like Blade 2 or something?
No. I do not believe so. But yeah, that's who I really want. That would be just another perfect fan casting. Really, whoever's been casting for Marvel thus far has been doing a pretty decent job. Pretty decent job getting the right people into the right roles. I
do have faith with him. I have faith in him.
Casting. But we shall see. We shall see. You know, there's one thing that I think they could have done differently with the Illuminati setup, though. At one point in time, Black Panther was also on the docket. I think they could have still done it, specifically because of how they did the fighting scenes in Wakanda in What If. Because it reminded me that Angela Bassett, her character Queen Ramonda, was very likely a Dora Milaje also, because that's where all of the queens are chosen from. So wait, okay, we already know Angela can handle the physicality. So why the hell does she not have a spear and shield here?
maybe they weren't talking the right
very,
money.
Very well.
I'm like, maybe it was a
Well,
money situation.
Angela.
They were like,
It is
okay,
Angela,
we
yeah.
want you to sit here and be pretty. And she was like, I can be pretty for this amount, but if you're asking me to do anything, I'm going to need you to add a couple of zeros.
I mean, but
like, you got to pay me.
It's Angela.
Hit you with the Riley. Pay me what you out. So that could be it.
Technically, he is in the cartoon land. However, since Spidey is part of the MCU, Donald Glover, who actually voiced Miles Morales, he said he has a nephew that lives in one of them neighborhoods that he didn't want weapons and drugs and shit in. So Miles is there. We just ain't met him yet.
Yep. I remember seeing that little Easter egg.
If they keep doing what they're doing with the Young Avengers and building their team up, we should be getting to Miles having a live action show soon, or at least sooner rather than later.
And I would definitely prefer a TV show as opposed to a movie. Yeah, I think like right now, I feel like because they're doing such a good job with the TV shows that I would really prefer to have my first introduction to some of these characters be on television and then get their movies, as opposed to back in phase 1, like the original, the 10-year plan, as I'm going to call it, where everything was a movie, everything was a movie, everything was a movie. Now everything's a TV show because people are wanting to stay home. People are wanting to get the full story. I like having the weekly discussions about what the hell's happening, what's going on. And I just want that meat. Yeah. That already before we get a movie.
Well, for the background characters. Like Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that didn't just give us the new Captain America and the Winter Soldier reformed. That also gave us Isaiah Bradley, and a little bit more importantly, it gave us Eli Bradley, who is Patriot on the Young Avengers. He actually leads the team for quite some time. So I would love to see some crossover with him and Kate Bishop, because I think they're gearing her up for leadership of the Young Avengers as well. So there's a lot that they can do, and there's a lot of breadcrumbs that they left in this movie to come to fruition. Do you think Wanda is actually going to be able to leave the mountain, with her sanity more intact, or do you think in her haste to destroy things, it's going to maybe push Chthon to move faster?
Right now,
again, and he'll corrupt her more.
I don't know, because right now Wanda's a sad bitch. Like, Wanda is a sad bitch. She's a mad bitch. She's a sad bitch. So I don't know how long she's going to sit there and mope about what she can and can't have. Because at this point, you can't have no kids. Your Vision is deceased. Your Vision is not even a real person because he ain't got no spermages. You weren't having no kids with this man in the first place. So there is nothing you can do to get your children here except for steal somebody else's. And you already determined that. She can change that, but will she? Like, she already changed once and fucked that up. Fucked the whole town up. Like, I don't know if she's willing to go back in there.
No, I think the difference now would be there is a version of Vision that's still in there. We just don't know what.
Oh yeah, the white Vision, the Vision. Yeah, the Vision.
So and that Vision in the comics it's mainly the West Coast Avengers that White Vision is on. But he has, all of regular Vision's memories, and after that come to Jesus pep talk that
boat moment
gave him, he said,
like, bitch, are you the boat?
Wait. Elaborate, yes. Tell me more of this analogy you are making. And he actually got thinking straight. So I would like to see maybe a little blurb. I don't need a whole movie or even a whole season of a TV show about it, but show where he went and what he's come to terms with as well, because that's the other half of the equation. Nothing makes Wanda go nuts more than seeing her family hurt. And with how alone she feels now, I think she would welcome that version of Vision for even just a conversation over a cup of tea. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel so bad for her because all of the people that she technically grew up with in the Avengers are gone. Everybody's gone. The original team is gone. Like, I think
And
Clint
nobody
retired.
thought to check on her. Yeah, that's one of the things I brought up at the end of the show. Like, y'all really just let her walk out of here with all of her family dead. Nobody gave her a hug, even out the door. Like, what the hell's wrong with y'all? Of
She
course
had
she's
to
gonna
kill
fucking go crazy.
Vision. She had to kill him. She had to crush this man's head. And then she had to watch as Thanos brought his ass back to kill him again. That's twice. And then in WandaVision, she saw these people chop up her man. Okay? In pieces. And then she had to lose her fake kid. She already lost her brother. She lost her parents. I'm like, she's losing so much. Like, this is the reason why I'm like on the fence. Like, what she's doing is literally the extreme. But considering how everything she's been through, all the things she's lost in a row, like, listen.
Stupid.
Listen, she needs something. She needs something.
That probably would help.
Like, she is all by herself and she is alone, and all she has to do is just to relive all the stuff she's lost over and over and over again, knowing that she has the ability to change it, but she chooses to change it in such a fucked up way. Like, man, like, how did you even find her? Did they say how she found America in the first place?
I think
to want to take her powers.
I'm thinking it was maybe somehow dreamwalking, but then again, dreamwalking is the only thing that makes sense from the information they gave us. They never answered directly as to how she did find her.
But I would see, because her dreamwalking to me would be using to find her children or a version of her kids that she can get close to. So I was just wondering, how did she come upon America in the first place, even though technically America was lost in the multiverse because she couldn't control her powers. I get that. But I'm just like, how did you pinpoint that bitch? Like, I don't know what's going on. Ooh, something's not right. That bitch can do it. That one right there. She got it. I need her.
Could have had some
bring her to me.
Some demonic whisperings in her ear.
Okay.
Because that's
I wish they would have put that in there.
The guy that wrote that book, Cathan, he basically has been trying to break into our world for many, many millennia, and Wanda's always the key he tries to use. Like, her kids originally in the comics, they came from him. They were constructs of him.
Okay.
But there's a storyline that comes about to where the kids are, quote unquote, reincarnated, and they come back as actual flesh and blood. So that's why I wasn't too worried about, them disappearing or being atomized.
I wasn't either, because they're too cute. Okay, they're too cute. The one kid that was in the Haunting of Hill House, every time I see him, I just want to squeeze him.
So that was Billy, wasn't it?
I think it was Billy. Yeah. The one who had the blonde hair.
Oh, the blonde
hair? Yeah, he had glasses.
No, that was Tommy.
Tommy then. Okay, yeah. The one who had the blonde hair, he was Luke in The Haunting of Hill House, and I loved him in that. Adorbs. So I was just wondering, I was like, I know that they're coming back because these kids are too cute to get rid of, but I was just wondering how we're going to get there, because in this universe, they don't exist. And you can't pull them from somebody else, because then they will be missing in that universe, and then that Wanda will be like, bitch, I'm coming for my kids. And you can't have Wandas out here fighting in the multiverse.
It's dicey.
I don't want it.
Gonna do it. Yeah. I think they're going to do it just like they did in the comics, because that's the easiest thing to happen. Like, their souls are out there. We know that they're real in other universes. So whatever something random thing happens and they're going to be reincarnated. I think they did it to like 2 different families though, and they find each other and then get their previous life memories back or something or other. Then they both go find Wanda. So there's definitely more coming, and I've seen some audition footage actually for the teenage boys. So something's gonna happen, and either they're going to grow up quickly, or they're gonna age themselves up.
Why don't you just wait until the blonde-haired one is old enough, because he's so adorable?
Because
I don't want to give him up.
Avengers.
I don't want to give him up.
Yeah. Well, so sorry. I will make you a pillow and put his face on it.
I don't want to give him up. He's too cute. He's too cute. He can emote like nobody's business.
I think they're both adorable.
Well, question. Were you expecting Spider-Man to show up while they were destroying New York? 616 New York? Okay. Because a lot of people were like, oh, I was expecting Spider-Man to show up because they are in New York. And I was like, I don't know if he would want to jump into that.
If that's the case, see, that's what I'm saying. The movie was already too big on the characters. If Spidey would have showed up, then I would have expected, well, I guess if he was still in town, Hawkeye. But bar that, Kate Bishop should have also showed up because she's staying in New York too.
Yeah, she does. Okay.
So there's
yeah.
Who else is there? We got Daredevil now. Why did he show up?
Mm-hmm.
They don't always intermix in each other's neighborhoods. Pretty much is just all I'm saying. I don't expect to see every last one of them in each other's movies all the time. It has to be something very specific that connects them.
They did bring him up though, and I was just like, I like this better. Them bringing him up as opposed to him being there, because one, he would be struggling to keep his identity a secret because ain't nobody got time to be playing with people with masks on right now when you got somebody trying to kidnap a girl. And especially since they know who Spider-Man is, but like they know Spider-Man, but they don't know who Peter Parker is.
They don't know it's Peter. See, that's the thing that gets me though, and I think I'm putting what happened with Peter as not only growth for Peter, but also for Strange. Because he may not know or remember exactly that Peter is Spider-Man, but he has memories locked in of his interactions with Spider-Man, and I think there's some echo of Peter in there as well, because look at how much better he did mentoring America.
You know, he knew that he had to take his time with it.
Yeah, he was like, his first thought, he said it was to just take her power and, you know, then done deal, finish Wanda off and whatnot. But he was like, you know what? No, you got this. So he gave her like the pep talk and encouragement that she needed it from a parental figure, and she got that shit together.
And I also think that he was just sick and tired of being the Doctor Strange who had to sacrifice either himself or somebody else to get the point. He was like, at this point, we've lost so many people. Like, you know, Tony's gone, Steve is gone. Like, there's too many people. Natalie is gone. Like, where are you gonna? He can't take it anymore. He was like, at this point, we need to start preparing the people who are in it with us to stay, as opposed to using them and discarding them and being the ones in the forefront. He was like, man, I'm tired. He was like, Christine out here married. Like, what am I gonna do? I have a cape. Like, I'm out here. My bitch is gone. All my friends are dead. Push me to the edge. Like, what else do I have left except for to try to mentor the young ones coming up, because they're going to be the ones taking control of it. So that's what I thought that he was doing with that, and I like that.
That's the are you happy question that Christine kept answering, man. And also, speaking of Christine, this chick read him for fucking filth, and he just basically said and owned up to, and proved her right in everything she said. Shit, bro, you always got to be the one to hold the knife. You be on that other shit, and I don't got time for that other shit sometimes. So this is where we're at. I need you to accept that. You good? Yeah, I'm good. Okay. Looks over. Oh, there's a giant ass freaking squid doing stuff. Okay, let me finish this drink real quick. Whoop! Hops off the shit, and she comes outside, and you could tell. I was saying this Tuesday on DJ's stream. She looked right at him and was like, this motherfucker. She was like, told you, stop trying to upstage me and everybody else all the fucking time, and here you go. You could have taken the damn elevator or just went into the stairwell and freaking pooped yourself to the lobby. But you had to do that bullshit. Or he could have
waited until Wong showed up, because he is the Sorcerer Supreme.
Bruh. Like, you just so hell-bent on being flashy all the fucking time. Stop it. But that
you got to be the one to do everything.
At the beginning. That's what
and I'm really happy for the character changes. Yeah. And not to mention, I actually liked seeing all the different versions of Strange. I did. I enjoyed seeing all the different versions of Strange.
Seeing variants, period. It's very, very interesting to see what the little quirks are going to be.
Yeah, because, you know, no matter how different they are, at the core of it is what Christine said. They all got to be in charge. They got to be the one making the decisions, calling the shots. They got to be shot callers. And he was just like, well, this person didn't do that here. And then, no, they did. Oh, they lied. So they did. Oh, so he actually did do
Yeah.
the thing that you said don't do, and then he was like, "Shit, I messed up, so
Like,
now I got to fix it."
well, the,
Okay, okay. And so Thanos came, and then y'all destroyed him, but y'all were like, "Now what?" Like no matter what he had to do, it was always strange messing up something. And I understand how they thought that he was the dangerous person, because he is. Did you not see him on What If? Like, a whole universe swallowed up because of this man. Folks was minding their
bruh,
business, and
it
now they're dead.
literally got down to being two beings alive, and he was still trying to fix shit. And then the one you came to save is the last one to be taken from you again.
Exactly.
By no one's fault but your own. They told
Your
you
own.
fixed point in time. See, Strange needs to go to the Doctor Who universe, a school of proper time traveling. Granted, the Doctor's not perfect. He fucks up sometimes too, but he don't be doing this other shit that Steven be doing.
Listen, a whole
He
universe
needs to get that done.
destroyed.
Stop it right now.
A whole universe gone. As a matter of fact, and then the Doctor Strange we saw at the end, who not only destroyed his universe, but somebody else's universe, another Doctor Strange's universe.
He's been going through and killing strangers. And okay,
like,
yeah,
did you ever have a dream that you were falling?
Yo, that is one person that I thought was gonna show up. Dr. Voodoo.
Who that?
Oh, well,
that,
no,
who
it's
there?
not Dr. Voodoo. It's Brother Voodoo, I believe is his name. He is a character that eventually, at different points in time, he becomes the Sorcerer Supreme too. But he's, I can't remember if he's African or West Indian. One of the two. But that's basically why he has, like, the voodoo in his name, because of the religion in the West Indian and African culture.
Okay.
And he's one to be reckoned with. He's like, if you think Strange got some power, Brother Voodoo will fuck you up. And he's a great character. So I was really hoping I would see him in this one.
I do have a random ass question, because I was thinking, because Moon Knight had the references to King the Conqueror in there, so technically, in the timeline of what's going on, is this after Loki?
Yeah,
this is
me and DJ,
because I was wondering if Kang was just like up there watching this shenanigans and was like, you know what? It's out of my hands now.
Yeah,
like it's all.
I'll allow it.
Exactly. Like, listen, timeline's already branched. I'm just trying to control what I can control.
I think
so. I'm wondering where Kang is going to come in.
Where he's
I'm so confused by this timeline.
Is going to be a gamble. But for where the events of Doctor Strange are, I think it's what did I say on Tuesday? Before Shang-Chi, or happening roughly around the same time as Shang-Chi, but after definitely after Loki.
Okay.
But I think after No Way Home also.
Okay.
Reese, no time no see, my dude. Thanks for coming through.
Because I'm just like I'm real concerned about America being on Earth in our universe, in our 616, with Kang the Conqueror looming, ready to jump in here. Because the first person he should take out or try to absorb is her. Because of course she's got that power.
Yep.
So, like, I don't care if she can do all of this Doctor Strange stuff. Listen,
a precious stone, I think. Yeah.
Listen, I'm like, ma'am, you're not ready for any of this jelly. Like, you're new to this. All the people who was out here sacrificing their lives are already gone. Mm-hmm. Okay, like, and there's nobody else.
The bull that they had their training at Hermitage, I
am
a little upset that they hyped him being in there so much. He's a great character, but they didn't do nothing with him.
He got fricasseed. He was fricasseed. Fricasside. He was fried. He was fried, died, and laid to the side.
Damn it. Just had a thought in my head and I lost it that quick. Anyway, let's see. Heavy chuckle moment for you.
Heavy chuckle.
What was your favorite scene that made you laugh?
My favorite scene was when I cracked the hell up when Professor X went into Wanda's mind and he was like, "Girl, I almost got you. I almost got you. We're gonna get you out." And Wanda was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Oh."
Mm-hmm. Like, how many times y'all gonna make us watch Professor X get killed, man?
So what did you learn today? You don't have it.
Dead. I don't.
I think that one is dead. Listen, I think that one is dead. That one's deceased.
We thought he was dead after X2 also.
Listen, she snapped his neck in the inside part, and then it snapped on the outside part.
I'm still gonna say, until I see the funeral and the body in the casket, still a meh. So I don't know. I'm not. What did I think? I don't. It wasn't meant to be funny. I know it wasn't meant to be funny, but after all that shit the Illuminati was talking,
they got their asses chewed.
And Wanda just started checking them off.
Chewed.
His mouth moving with sound coming out does something. Well,
chewed.
What mouth? Read.
They spent too much time doing the villain. Let me tell you how I'm going to take over the world. Except for those are heroes. Like, let me tell you how we're going to stop you. And what happened?
Reed's, again, for being the smartest damn person in the universe, she asked you if they had another parent. You should have immediately said no.
I hollered at that part too. She was like, "Oh my gosh, she's at home." Yes, I do. They do have another parent. Great. So at least they won't be alone.
Great, you're out.
It's going down. It's going down.
Into ribbons. Like,
going down.
Come on, man. And
going down.
It gets down to the two ladies, and again, I just gotta say, I love watching Haley Atwater.
She was so good. She was out there flipping, dipping, and tripping. Absolutely. I loved it.
And then came down like with all of the cockiness that at that point in time she should have had for her moves. Absolutely. I can do this all day. I understand, but Wanda don't got all day. You probably shouldn't have said that because now you're fucked.
Come on. Like, listen, ma'am.
Wanda was like, "Oh, all day, huh? Okay, what you not gonna do is mess with my timetable."
Listen, I got a loaf in the oven for these kids. All right, my kids are hungry. I'm gonna take them, and we gotta feed them immediately. Okay, I got 5 minutes till this dish is done.
I'm so glad that they did this. But a lot of people, when me and JD did our breakdown discussion about the trailer, everybody swore up and down like, "Oh, it's gonna be Tom Cruise Iron Man." I'm like,
no. How did they even get there? How did they even get there? I saw the same thing y'all did, and I didn't see that at all. Nothing.
Pretty sure he has not been doing any sunless tanning, gotten a boob job, and somewhere acquired the hips of a goddess that Our Lady has. I don't understand.
Listen, I don't understand
why
the question.
He was ever brought into the conversation.
I don't even understand. Yeah, I didn't see anything about that. I was like, no, thank you.
No, let's just not, please. Let's not.
No,
not at all.
Okay, let me run to the restroom.
Oh
real quick.
Yeah, I just saw.
Me limpy.
All right, so potty break for
potty break. Potty break.
Refill your beverages if you have beverages.
Going down. Going down.
Pop some questions in the chat if you want us to talk about a specific thing, because we're probably gonna be wrapping up. I don't know, maybe another 15-20 minutes or so. Bruh. Mar, you were in the chat room when we were doing it. Like, how? Just no, not at all. Cracks me up every time people are still arguing about why he wasn't in there. My mama calling to check on me. I hurt my family, but I swear sometimes though, when anything medical gets happening with me, they're so overbearing sometimes. Again, I love them. I don't know. I don't hate that they care. It's just the amount sometimes is really extra when you just want to sit on the couch and maybe enjoy a beer and then go to sleep. But anywho's let's see, where is Agatha? Could she have handled Wanda on this level though? I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't think Agatha would have helped very much at all. She's already proven, Wanda's already proven she's stronger than Agatha. I am looking forward to that show though. Catherine Hahn is freaking awesome. So I'm glad they're doing that, and I'm wondering how they're going to mix it in with everything else, because it's probably going to have to be mostly a prequel, I think, in the episodes. And how many episodes have they been giving us? 8, 10, sometimes 6, I think. So it's going to be how she became, the Agatha Harkness, and maybe a little of what she's doing now. I have a random thought that probably won't be true, but I don't know if Agatha was actually put under a wait here until I get back spell, like how WandaVision showed. I think it's probable that she could have been fooling Wanda, but I have no basis for that. Just random thought when I looked at that scene again.
Cool beans, I'm back.
Rubies. Alright, so, yeah, folks, again, if you have any questions about any specific scene that you want our thoughts on, type it in there and we'll grab them. Let's see. I thought what Strange did with Mordo was also pretty funny. Because he knew the exact buttons to push.
To push.
The fact that Mordo got so mad, Steve was probably right.
He was absolutely right. He was 200% correct.
The fucking Darkholme. Yeah, you did do that shit on purpose, didn't you?
He was like, you see this book right here that we can't touch, that has all of the things that we need to solve this problem, but we can't touch it because we can't touch it. Right here. And I'm going to go to the restroom. And when I come back, this book is going to be right here. Excuse me. That's exactly what happened.
Isn't here? I can say I saw nothing.
Exactly. So I'm just like, and I mean, I didn't expect him to be any different. I didn't. At first I thought, and then he was so like, oh, come in here. And I'm just like, no. This is fraudulent.
Oh, conniving. So conniving.
Tis fraudulent.
You could tell he was putting on the extra work from the moment he stepped outside and he saw them by the statue. Like,
I'm pretty sure he was pissed. He was like,
compelled you, right, like, what compels you to drink anything this man gave you? You should have known better.
I'm not
you
thirsty.
You already were side-eyeing him when he hugged you, but because he invited you in, you just forgot all that shit. Not smart, Stevens.
Not smart.
Not very smart at all.
Not smart. But I don't know. I just feel like calling this a Doctor Strange movie was doing a disservice to Doctor Strange. It was definitely a Scarlet Witch and or Wanda movie. I mean, it should have been. It should have been her first movie.
It as such, yeah, they could have labeled that as such. And yeah, see, that's the thing. I've heard talks about a solo Wanda movie, but like y'all basically are giving her the Natasha treatment.
Come on, she don't need that. She had WandaVision.
Have her own. If she was gonna have her own movie, it should have been before now.
Oh yeah.
And
absolutely.
There's a lot that broke down about her past in WandaVision. So what is there new for us to even learn?
I would even suggest that they did WandaVision. That WandaVision, which should have been her movie. Like they should have turned that into a movie, if anything. Yeah. But I'm glad they did the TV series. But that would have been a perfect opportunity to put that into a movie form, because you can't give her anything else. As of right now, Scarlet Witch is the bad guy. She's the bad guy.
Yeah.
Why do I want a bad guy movie?
Not just in the 616 universe, but also where the variant is from, that whose body she used. The people that could prove that she wasn't the one doing it under her own free will are all dead. Yep. And I'm sure there's security cameras or whatever that they're gonna hit, but how are they gonna tell she was possessed? There's no way to do that at all. So her love is about to be even more hellish her kids are going to be taken away. Now we're going to have another crazy ass Wanda.
Yeah, I'm just like,
multiverse.
I would really like to know what their plan is for Wanda in the MCU. Because I just don't know. Yeah. I'm like, at this point, she's just a sad bitch under some rocks. Like, if you don't bother her,
that might also be actually yeah, that would work, because then we could get Billy and Tommy for actual good reasons, and possibly have a White Vision come back in and reincarnated or variant of Pietro.
They're never going to live that down from WandaVision. They ruined us. They should have done better. Assholes.
Fuck you too, Feige. Oh my goodness.
So rude.
Yes.
But I'm trying to think of anything else. Is there anything else in that movie that really stuck out to me besides the fact that Wanda was out here whooping ass? And the only and the sad part about this is the only thing that stopped Wanda was Wanda. Nobody else stopped Wanda.
Yeah.
She had to stop herself. She had to self-realize that the things that she was putting everybody else through to get some kids that did not exist in her universe was just shitty. And then she had to sit down and drink her tea.
See, it's a vicious circle, though. It's a vicious circle because we've seen her do this before. She entrapped all those folks in that little town, and then she figured out by the end, okay, no, this is bullshit. I need to stop hurting people, blah, blah, blah. And now here we are again, and her reaction is even worse because not only is she stronger, but she also has been corrupted by evil magic. How many times we're gonna have to go through this with her? Well,
exactly.
Actually, that is kind of status quo because there's different variations of Wanda. Sometimes she's a villain, sometimes she's a hero. We've seen her on the Avengers. She's been with the X-Men in the comics. I think she was with the X-Men Uncanny Group also. I could be misremembering that. But yeah, this is actually par for the course with her, is going the up and down. I just don't want them to jump the gun too quickly and have her jump right into the House of M storyline. And because that's gonna be some shit if they do it.
Because I'm like, well, logically, where else can they go with her at this point? Because she's so far down. Like, where else can they go with her? She can never be Avenger Wanda or Avenger Scarlet Witch ever again. She can't be that. You didn't sat here and damn near destroyed your whole universe. Like,
she can. Trust me, there's a whole lot more of the shit going on in the comics that she's gotten.
I just need Wanda to go lay down under them rocks.
But she's got it.
Like, stay under them rocks and take a nap.
Bit. She's got what does she got? Hibernate. She'll be all right. And then she's gonna come.
She need to stay in the hyperbolic time chamber and just take a nap. Take a nap. Somebody give her a Snickers. This bitch is hungry. Like, I can't.
have what's his name, Billy, show up out of nowhere.
Listen,
in a poof with his little tiny witchy powers. Like, here, mom, you're not yourself when you're hungry.
Listen, I do feel bad for her because all the stuff she goes through. But listen, like, at a certain point, you got to realize the amount of power you hold. Okay, you hold too much power to be out here playing.
Falling back on this shit. You cannot keep doing this over and over again. This is exactly what led to the House of M storyline. This bitch blinked like 90% of the mutants out of existence. Like, you want to talk about seeing Wanda do some shit? That shit right there.
I'm just wondering if they're ever going to actually do that. Like, show us that. I'm just wondering. Because I'm very curious how they're going to explain the no mutants.
I want to say yes. Oh, JD, my brother. Always a pleasure seeing you. I didn't know you hadn't seen it yet. I wish you would have hit me up. Remind me later. Text me, and I might have something that's watchable for you.
I might have a thing that you can see.
Maybe. Allegedly. Oh,
But yeah, that's all I could think about is the movie. I mean, I really, really enjoyed it. But now I'm just wondering, where are we going from here? Like, what are they going to pull from the comics? Like, I just don't know where they're going. Yeah. And I don't know enough of any comic lore to even like speculate. But I also don't want to speculate. I just want you to tell me. Like, at this point, this is
tell me what you got.
Phase. Are we like phase 4 or 5 or something?
5. We're in 5 now.
5.
Right now. Wait,
so I'm like, we're in phase 5.
Yeah.
I thought 4 was the TV shows. That's what I thought.
Let me Google. We'll find
yeah.
out. Okay. So what is considered in phase 4? Films. Okay, pretty much. Oh, okay. So I think we're in phase 4 right now.
Okay.
And what's next is going to be phase 5. So let's see. Yeah, according to here, it's Black Widow, Shang-Chi, The Eternals, No Way Home, Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, Wakanda Forever, Quantumania, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I am looking forward to that. It tickles me to no end that freaking Eustace Scrub from the Narnia movies is playing Adam Warlock.
I don't remember the Narnia movies. I saw the Narnia movies once. Once.
Did you watch no, not Blade Runner. What is the name of that damn movie? I have to look it up. But yeah, all of the TV shows, it looks like, are in phase 4.
Okay.
So yeah, they got everything up to Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, She-Hulk. There's some type of Halloween special that they're gonna work on. Guardians of the Galaxy holiday special.
Oh my gosh, you talking about the dude who played the Joker in Gotham?
The Joker.
Is that him? No, that's not him. No. Wait, what did I see him in? I know his face. Hold on, now I gotta click the button. Now I gotta click the button.
Maze Runner is the movie I was thinking of. Have you seen? Do you remember that?
I remember that, but what was it?
I think I know who you're talking about from Gotham. They do look similar, but it's a different dude.
Stranger. He was in a bunch of video games too. Yeah, he was in the Dark Picture anthology Little Hope. I remember that. But I swear I've seen him somewhere else.
Will Coulter.
Because he was playing somebody stupid. He was playing somebody stupid.
Let's see. This kid.
Yeah. He was playing somebody absolutely dumb. And I just remember being like, he's so stupid. Okay, see, I'm intrigued. I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I think he's going to do a good job.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really looking forward to it because Adam Warlock, his character is real heavy, actually, when it comes to the Infinity Glove saga. So he is going to, he's got some big expectations to fill, I think, for who
I'm
Adam
super excited
Warlock
for this.
I
really am.
I am enjoying all of this MCU ride. It's all of my nerdy dreams jumping out of my comic books and onto the screen in full color, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, I just think I've gotten spoiled with the TV shows. I just like watching them at home. I like being like, bitch, let me rewind this.
Yep, and don't have to go nowhere.
Like it came out today, let me watch it. Like, man, let me watch it, let me rewind it. That's what, oh man. Yeah, that's what I'm just so spoiled.
That's it. Overall, what did you think?
In all honesty, I really liked the story. I loved I don't want to say Wanda's end because clearly it's not an end. I just love the conclusion to her storyline in this movie. And I loved Doctor Strange's conclusion as well. I like the fact that he understands that his job is now to educate. And even at the end, when he bowed to Wong, he's learning. He's learning that, you know what, his place as the Sorcerer Supreme, he doesn't need to be the Sorcerer Supreme to be effective. You don't have to be in charge to be effective.
Exactly.
And so I really like that he learned that. And I'm just wondering, like, what else America is going to add to our MCU universe. Because her power set is very intriguing.
Yeah.
Yeah, like training.
Her training, because that's at least as far as I can remember, her getting sorcery powers is not a part of her storyline.
Because I'm like,
but I don't know.
Because how she uses her ability to travel through, it's like she has to punch through, like, right? Like she has to punch through the multiverse and open up a portal.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I don't understand why they're trying to teach her how to do this when it doesn't matter, because her skill set is based on actual punching as opposed to just conjuring.
Yeah, and why exactly is it hard for her to do that? Because we had our homeboy Ned, who ended up with strange.
Listen, Ned was out here like
he figured it out. Right,
Ned was out here
quick.
Like, what? He was like, I just went in the circle and things started happening. Oh, really? Oh, really? Like Cage Strong? Okay, I can see that. But I'm just like, ma'am, I don't understand how doing this is helping your power set when you did that and punched a hole through it and you stomped your foot and punched a, you dropped a hole into it.
Maybe,
but that's just me.
Maybe it helps her pinpoint.
It could be.
Know. But then again,
could be.
Does she need that? Because she pinpointed to Wanda's exact universe that she needed to show. So,
like Doctor Strange said, everywhere we needed to be, we went.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's interesting. I'm just waiting, all these legacy characters, now I'm thinking about it, that are coming back to being owned by Marvel. Like on Disney Plus, if you look, they've got almost all the backlog of separate TV shows and whatnot, including the animated series, who I believe I heard they're rebooting, and I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, they are.
Because that could be really cool. Yep, I'm just waiting for them to bring Legion in. And let's see, what else is missing from there? Legion, Cloak and Dagger, I'm pretty sure The Gifted are the only ones that are missing that Disney, for whatever reason, hasn't pulled in yet. But we shall see what's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. For me, I think overall, what did I give it on Tuesday? 8.5? I think it's 8.5. Because it was good.
I can't do those
enjoyed
rankings.
It.
Yeah.
But I'm still not going to give it like a 9 or 10 because they can do better.
When I tell you that I hated the directing really, I sat there with my brother in the theater.
Yeah.
I was just like, I was like, do you realize, I was like, do you know why you're not like, usually we walk out of a Marvel movie, we're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. And I was like, oh my God, the things that happened were so great, but why?
Why do we have to see them at this angle?
Why? I just didn't like any direct. It just felt real old to me. I understand them wanting to do like a horror aspect, and it was like, oh, Sam Raimi's going to do such a great job. He does this, he does Evil Dead, this, and that. He was adding too much of things from other movies he's done into this. People are like, oh, this car is the car he used in all of his movies. I don't give a shit. Is it Marvel related? I don't give a shit.
Yeah, no, the car is not a
like Bruce Campbell. Why was Bruce Campbell there? I love Bruce Campbell. Why was he there? Why did he have to have a part? Why did he have to be so important to it? He doesn't. He's not involved only because you're involved. Only because you're involved and you wanted him in the movie for what? I don't know.
There's some precedent for it. They, I believe their comics have crossed over. So, like, his character, Ash from Evil Dead, is a part of the Marvel world in the comics.
But that wasn't Ash. That was Papa Pizza. Pizza Papa.
Yeah. Yeah, true enough.
Yeah, so I'm like, that didn't need to be there. But yeah, other than that, I would have really enjoyed it had it had a different director. Like, I'd have really been like, oh, this is the 9-10 type of thing. Yeah, see? I'm I'm okay without that. Like, there's certain scenes that I can watch, like Wanda coming through and making a mockery of people. I can watch that shit all over again.
Yeah, Wanda whooping ass. That's
like I can do that. Wanda fighting Wanda, I can watch that. The kids being, I can watch that. I can watch that. Like, there's a lot of pieces of this movie that I can watch again, but to sit down and say, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to watch this movie from beginning to end, I'll be like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
Like, no thanks.
No, I'd rather play Witcher 3. I don't want to do that. I'm going to go over here and run around in circles. That's enjoyable. But yeah, so it's not like it's horrible. I think like the only Marvel movie that I saw once and I didn't bother seeing again was Thor: Dark World.
Yeah.
I'm good.
That's pretty much across the board as the worst Marvel movie.
I'm okay without that. I don't need that. So it's not that bad. But
I did forget. I'm assuming you saw the end credit scene?
Yes.
Okay, so we can bring that up. I have been looking forward to seeing that actress be in the MCU for a while. There's been rumors about it for years, and now I think she is playing the exact part that she should play for the character that I know that Clea is, and Clea is very interesting.
First of all, I didn't know who that was. I was like, look at Charlize Theron looking cute. I was like, girl, Charlize out here Charlizing. Girl, pose. You tell him what to do. If you watch my my recap, pretty much a recap video, there's a little thing I did at the end that I remember that I'm not going to say here because it's pretty fucking funny. At the end of that, that's how I felt about that. That's how I felt about that. You'll message me when you watch it. I know you. Okay. You will. But I was just like, I didn't know what was going on. I was like, what, girl, what? I was like, are you part of the Eternals? Because I didn't really watch that movie. Because that was when I had freshly hurt myself. And I had missed it in the theater because I couldn't walk.
The Eternals,
then I was like,
it was all right, but...
I was like, I'll watch it when I watch it. Do I need to watch it for this? Oh, I don't? Okay, good. I'm good.
You don't. Not at all.
So that's what I assumed. I assumed that she was part of the Eternals because I didn't see that. I didn't watch that movie. But I feel better.
She's about to make his life a bit more interesting, I think. It goes back into the dark universe where Dormammu is. That's where the conflict that's coming. Oh, and that's what I was going to say earlier. When we were talking about the timelines and where this fits. At the end of Shang-Chi, Wong comes through a circle and is like, you're Shang-Chi? Yeah, okay, look, we got shit to do. Come on, let's go. If she's coming, she's coming too, but hurry the fuck up. I think I think that is happening probably just after the third eye pops out on his forehead and Charlize says, and you gotta come fix it.
So is that for sure our Doctor Strange with the third eye, or was that another Doctor Strange with the third eye? Because he was walking around chilling and cool. Okay, so he was cool with the third eye as long as it wasn't third eye.
I don't remember if everybody can see the third eye.
Okay, because he was out here just skipping and dipping and flipping. I was like, didn't you just freak out because you got a third eye?
And he just ran off, ready to go frolic and be in the mix. Like, again, you're relapsing here, Strange. Stop trying to be all about it and shit and hurtling off into things you have no reports on at all. No information. She's right. At all.
Iron Man 3 was dog poop. That's another one that I don't really watch. I didn't really watch. I only watched to get the Mandarin effect. And then go watch Shang-Chi to get the Mandarin, to get the real dude.
The real Mandarin, yeah.
The real one, okay? My Tony. My Tony, my sexy man.
Such a great actor.
Yes.
If you guys don't know who he is, I'm not gonna send you to go look up his American movies. Go look up all the ones he's done from his homeland. Those shits are amazing. Turn the subtitles on if you don't have it dubbed. It's worth the watch.
I love it.
But yeah, that's going on. So some shit's about to pop loose. Clea, I think she said that there was an incursion.
Mm-hmm.
And that's also another broader storyline. That's, oh my god, the things that are coming from that storyline. Oh.
I just wish they would be.
Because it's lightweight spoilery, but
well,
God,
here's the thing: you as a comic book reader knows. So me sitting here, not knowing what the hell that actually means, I'm like, okay, it's an incursion.
Yeah.
I need them to fill in some of these gaps. People are like, oh, well, Marvel shouldn't have to the hand hold you for this. I'm like, some information needs to be said.
Some information needs to be explained. Yeah,
it needs to be explained.
And
because
actually, they didn't say what exactly an incursion was. They just
they didn't say what an incursion was. They didn't say how it infected or how it affected everybody. They was like, oh yeah, there was an incursion on this Doctor Strange planet, and that's why or universe, and that's why it's destroying itself. What does that mean? What does that mean?
Means the multiverse is collapsing, basically, and it's a bunch of Earths crashing into each other.
Okay, see, they could have said that. I'm like, what does that mean? So who out here moving planets?
They could have easily done that. Yeah.
Like, who out here? Like, I just need you to fill in some of the blanks. I'm not telling you. I don't need you to tell me exactly how stuff happened, but I need you to tell me the importance of this. Mm-hmm. So you try to tell me this Doctor Strange universe where shit's just melting into what if land? You don't want that to happen. So when that did happen to him, did you show up and be like, bitch, you incursioned? Or did you be like, well, it's too far gone?
Plot holes. Yeah, you gotta wonder, with all the nonsense he was doing, why was he not stopped?
And why was his punishment just to sit there and hold the dark hold while he was eating other Doctor Stranges? Because that's exactly what he was doing.
Pretty much.
He was fucking them up and taking the power for himself. Yep. So y'all just thought that was okay? Okay. Okay.
Yeah, they didn't want to say nothing. I guess maybe they didn't.
All right then.
Smoke. I don't know.
Listen, all right then. That is all right.
He's lonely and she's fine, so I get it. Oh, I totally get it. That is the Charlize Theron. Oh yeah.
Listen, come on.
Give me too much of an explanation. I understand. However, still, have you been incursion?
Listen, have you? The question that should be on the shirt. Have you been incursioned? Did you incursed? Did you? Don't do that.
Put that on for your merch.
Listen, it would take me forever. Like, have you been encouraged? Oh my gosh, but I have no sense. I just make up the words. But yeah, I mean,
look, nothing wrong with that.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it. I am really excited for Thor's movie because I feel like that's just a new adventure. I want Thor to be happy. Mm-hmm. Thor has just as much loss as Wanda, but he's handling it and he's taking care of it differently. And I want to see how this works for him. I mean, he hasn't warped reality.
True enough. That's not in his wheelhouse. That's not his skill set.
I'm just saying he's out here clowning with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So I'm really excited to see what his story is and how he gets to go to the different, I guess, universes. Because I'm pretty sure he's went to another universe where there's a Jane Foster and she's dressed as Thor. I want to know how he got there. So I'm really excited to see that. And I'm excited for, like, what's down the line. I really have no expectations. So I'm just in it for the ride right now.
I remember that. That is going to be interesting. How are they going to explain that? I don't think it's going to be another dimension. I think it's going to be our Jane Foster.
Our Jane?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's a plot point from the comics very specifically. That it's her.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just interested to know how they're going to do it. But yeah, I won't speculate on that. There's not enough information out for it.
Nope.
So we's are going to wrap up here. And thanks for hanging with us, guys. It's always a pleasure. Thanks. And this is always fun. Meeks, thanks for coming over.
Thanks for having me. I have all the things. So I went ahead and, number one, split my channel into two. I have my reaction side and I have my gaming side. Gaming side, I'm doing Witcher 3, my very first playthrough. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. If you want to see me over there, it's Manic Meeks Gaming. And then my reaction channel where I have all of my other things. The main bulk of my situations is just Manic Meeks at YouTube, youtube.com/ManicMeeks. Yep. And so, yeah, that's all I've got. Got a Patreon. If you want to see things early, you can go there It's linked all in my stuffs all over the place on my main channel, which is Manic Meeks. So yeah. What am I doing right now? I'm getting ready to start Grimm, the series, which I'm...
Shut up. You've never seen it?
No, I just watched the first 2 episodes.
Whoa.
I just watched them. Okay.
I'm putting that on the list. We're talking after,
okay.
After you finish the season. I love that show.
Okay, see, I'm starting Grimm. I am getting ready to start Sense 8. I just wrapped up. Well,
you never watched
I'm getting ready
Sense8
to wrap
either?
up. No.
Oh my god. It's a perfect time to rewatch.
And I'm getting ready to wrap up Peacemaker, which I really enjoyed. What else am I finishing?
Hilarious.
I just finished Good Omens. I have K-dramas. I'm watching Flower of Evil. I'm watching Mr. Queen. What else am I doing? Anime. I am going to jump back on the Shield Hero because I do enjoy watching it, even though it's not getting traction. And Spy Family, which is really good. And yeah, I'm getting ready to start Hunter x Hunter. So those are the things that I'm watching, playing Witcher 3. So yeah, that's where I am. Plug all the things.
Good Omens is yummy. Yes. I love Good Omens so much. Like
listen, David,
Fandom and
sexy.
Love back in the day. We did
keep the contacts
about it. Yeah.
Look. Keep the contacts and the hair, David.
Perfect people to play what is it? Aziraphale and
yes, Aziraphale. Crowley.
I don't remember yet. Yeah.
Aziraphale and Crowley. Yes.
So hilarious.
Oh my
I love
gosh.
that book. I love the show. And I've been hearing talks that there may be a season 2.
I've heard that too, so I'm
like,
like,
how they're gonna do that, but we'll see.
I did enjoy the first season, so if they
Neil
do
Gaiman involved, and he's helping to run the things, then I'm good with it.
Yep. So those are what I'm watching. I'm good. I'm excited.
Word up. Yes, because I've been wondering who I could do like a discussion with about Grimm, because all of the fairy tale and mythology of it, and how
I love that shit.
These characters. Oh my god. Yeah. I was so sad when I heard the show was getting canceled. I was so sad. Gosh.
Well, for right now, I'm cracking up at the technology in it, because he had this phone, and I was like, what the hell kind of phone is that? Is that a jitterbug? You got 3 buttons? What is this? I was like, oh my gosh.
Wasn't that like, no.
Was it like ABC or something, or Fox or something?
It was on Fox, I believe.
Everything was on Fox and it got canceled.
Yeah. All right, so guys, I think next Tuesday, we'll be back on with DJ and Fandom. I don't recall what show we're going to be covering yet. Actually, I don't think we've even decided just yet. So stay tuned for that. His channel link is in the description as well. Go check out Meeks' whole pantheon of everything, because you're going to have a good time. You're always going to have a good time there. And then come back here, keep a checkup, because as she's going through these seasons, we're going to pop out some discussions just to geek out on all of the coolness that is Grimm and other TV shows that folks aren't watching too much anymore. Indeed. Oh, also, you said you've seen Warrior, right? On HBO Max?
No. That was on a poll. It was like number 3. So it didn't get the watch first, but I do know what that is, and it is on my list of things to watch. So
okay, cool. Yeah, definitely let me know when you start it, because I'm due for a rewatch fairly soon anyways. Such a great show. You guys, I encourage you guys to go watch it also on HBO Max.
All
so
right.
then when we stream about it, you guys will know what's going on.
Cool beans.
So we are going to jet out of here, peoples. I don't got a whole lot going on besides what I just said on Tuesday, so just stay tuned. You never know when me and JD will pop off and do something. So, hugs and kisses. Everyone stay safe and sanitized.
Bye, guys.
Please.
Please.
Catch y'all next time.
All right, bye.